Good morning. Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the GT Nikkei 225 challenge. I'm Matthew Jackson from GradTraders.com. This is going to be a tricky live stream as I'm not in my regular studio. I've got a travelling kit, so it should hopefully go well. And hopefully you won't notice any difference, but we'll see how it goes. So we're 4 minutes away from the open. Last week we did very, very well. And you can go on GradTraders.com and we've got a full written record of my results, and there's also the video archive. And just go to the top right hand corner of GradTraders.com, and from the menu you can select the GT 225 Nikkei challenge archive, and there's also the written record. So let's have a look now. We're 3 minutes away from the open. The balance stands at 1,322. We started off with 1,008 episodes ago. This is the 9th episode. Just looking at the 1 minute time frame right now. So Friday. Okay, so for the first time in weeks, the futures opened quite flat from Friday's 10 p.m. close, which is interesting. That's not seen that for a while. And looking on this 1 minute chart here, we can see that the price has been just consolidating in a very narrow price range. So 1 minute away from the open now. 5 minute view, 15 minute view, looking bullish, 30, neutral, 1 hour, bullish, 4 hour, neutral to bullish, daily. Interesting. Right, so let's see how it performs from the open. So we're 1 minute away now. I've timed, or my microphone might be a little bit too loud, I'm not sure. Yeah, hopefully it'll be alright. I've turned it up because, alright, so here we go. So it's 1 a.m. now, 9 a.m. Tokyo time, and we're off. Opening minutes down. Red MACD here. Yeah, excuse me. 5 minutes. Um, 5 minutes interesting because we've had this shallower group of red MACD candles here, and then it's gone immediately darker red, but I'm expecting what I would like to find another long the 1 hourly view. Straight down from the open. Now that kind of plays into the daily here, where the midline Bollinger on the daily is sloping down. We've had some consolidation here, green candles, 4 of them, and we might well have a run now down to this midline Bollinger. So I shouldn't 100% discount the short at this stage, but I would prefer a buy. So apologies if the sound's a bit different with this travel kit. I can't shout, being that I'm on holiday with the family, and the internet is terrible. I've had to literally hang a mobile phone out the window, and I'm connecting via hotspot. So I'm looking at the internet strength, and it's coming and going. So whether or not we'll have enough signal to sustain this live stream, I don't know. So back on the 1 minute, it's just shot up to the midline. You can see that wick there. This is good. And this was kind of what I was anticipating, perhaps. Because we haven't had a big gap up or down from Friday's close, of the Friday's futures closing time, it makes it more likely that the price action will be stronger from this open, either bullish or bearish. And so far the bears are controlling the narrative. So we had that wick up to the midline Bollinger on the 1 minute, and now a bearish engulfing candle and a series of red candles that does not look very inviting for the bulls. So I'm going to make a short based off that. That bearish engulfing candle here. Just watch this candle. That's interesting. I was about to jump on this, but that's kind of put me off. Bearish engulfing candle, but then a strong green candle. And with the daily, the run down to the daily midline now, that's put it into doubt. So now, off the back of this candle here, I was anticipating making a bearish position based on what this one was doing whilst I was filling in the order. Now it's flipped upside down. Now I'm interested in a long again. So where from an early here. Okay, I've bought it. I've gone long. Just adjust this to 200. Okay, the 200 stop is now set there. We're on £40 now. Okay, so that's our stop there. Rather, that's our resistance. There's our stop. We're on £98 now. For the 15. Yeah. £140. £176. £179. Now will it follow that top Bollinger Band up higher? £152. On 167. 180, 191, 197, 5-minute is looking good. The 15-minute is looking like the price is high, but we got a nice new MACD bar there. The 30-minute is looking high, but again, nice new MACD bar. Rejected red MACD there. And the preceding bar. The hourly price looking high up there. So this 66,633 is looking like it might provide a short-term pullback. 633. Okay, we'll watch that price action here carefully, because we shouldn't be seeing any serious run to the midline. Midline's here. If it's going to go a lot higher. I thought there'd be a pullback at 115, and it might be that we're just seeing that a little bit early, and that come 115 it'll actually carry on going up. We're on 114 now. The new resistance is the midline here. So £200 up here was quite attractive at the 582 level, yeah. But the higher time frames were, for me, at this point, saying hold. But any run down to this midline, and that will prove to be a mistake. It did reach that number very quickly as well, which is always a bonus. But if it had just followed that a little bit higher, could have had a much bigger reward. We're at the midline now. I'm going to close the £30 here. 38.49. 53. And close that 53. Might have got 73 out of that. Might have got 73 out of that. And we'll just wait for the situation to become a little clearer. Because we have this bearish trend on the daily. The midline on the daily is pointing downwards. The MACD could be getting a little tired here. And this early bullishness could run out of steam, and the price could start heading down to this daily midline, and that's a big gap from there to there. Doesn't look very much, but right now the price is 66,365. 65,000 here on the midline. So it can go either way. It did what I didn't want it to do. It touched the midline, which would have sapped a little bit of energy out of this bullish run. I'd much preferred the price action to have hugged this top line at all times, which it hasn't done. The price could go straight back up here, but equally, having been down here now, this green MACD could turn red, and that daily higher time frame that I was highlighting could start to become more significant. But right now, it looks like there was some buyers coming in when it touched the midline. This green MACD hasn't softened into a red set yet. It's having another go at switching this block of green MACD into red. There's the first red bar now. I would still favour the bulls at this point, even though we've had a bearish engulfing candle there. It's just not. This price action isn't favouring well, there we go. Bearish engulfing candle towards the midline, bullish engulfing. Seems like it wants to get away from this midline, potentially go much higher. So I'm going to re-enter. Okay, we've bought 120 lots again here. Nice little slope higher on the midline to coincide with my bullish engulfing candle. And we can add another 30 units to that. So 120, 30. Set the stop. I'm just going to leave, the stop is 200, but I'm just going to watch it. Because it could happen quickly what I want. We'll go back to it in a minute. Okay, so we're on 49.50. Let's watch it very carefully here. I'll put in the stop now. Okay. 66.213. Stop 150 there. This one 66.213. Okay, so £185 worth of stops. 150 and 35. Well, that will suffice for us. So just under £200 stops. Watching this price action, we're on £77 profit right now. We took 70 earlier, which was slightly fortuitous. So if I took this now, it would be on the 140, 150 for the trading session. We've got a sloping higher midline. We've got a good new set of MACD. Yeah. Just going to watch the price action on this because we're on an account balance of 1397. This is 1478. If I took the money now, which is pretty good, we've only been working for 25 minutes. The 600 area that we're on now is quite at the top of the hourly Bollinger. So I'm going to take it 70, 80 and 20. I'm going to take it there. Top of that hourly Bollinger. It might keep going higher, to be honest, but for the time that I've been working, 25 minutes. I'm happy with that. We've made somewhere in the region of 150. We're on 1490 now. I'll update the written record and the online GT225 Nikkei challenge archive when I return from my holiday, which I'm currently on. So I will get back to holidaying. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you have time, visit GradTraders.com. As I've previously said, check out the written record of all my trades. Doing this weekly live on a Monday morning, 9 a.m. Tokyo time. As you can see, even when I'm on holiday or if I'm here, there, and everywhere, I'm going to try my very best every Monday to be here. I'll even trade the sessions where when Tokyo, the Japanese stock market is closed, which we did a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was a closed session that we traded the futures. So this time, every week, I'm going to try and be here no matter what. We started 9 trading sessions ago, at 1,000. We're on 1,490 now. And I'm Matthew Jackson, trading for GradTraders.com. Thank you very much. See you next week.